Hi, this is Wen. Recently, City Confectionery, a prospective partner company, held a conference on child labor and other issues. In this meeting, our team of three mainly inquired about the company's internal monitoring operation, the company's views on child labor, and the basic security and welfare system of the child labor. Here are some of their views, such child labor is a difficult problem to solve because the children who come to work may provide fake birth certificates. Executives think that offering them a job is helping them, even though the job is sometimes in a generous environment and has a big impact on their mental health. From their answers, it can be found that in reality, senior executives know and acquiesce to child labor. Although they provide child labor with better educational benefits, child labor still cannot avoid doing dangerous work. Although the law stipulates that children over the age of 14 can work, there are still active and passive people who sleep through the night. Different countries have different social concepts, and if something is normal in the culture and concept, it will be difficult to change it. So I think the better recommendation is supporting the cooperation but under strict conditions. First of all, from the objective of enterprise management, cooperation can help promote the economic development of our company. And then from the cultural differences, we can't guarantee all parts of the country's children in the case of ends meet don't go out to work, but to accept education. So to speak, a better solution might be to let them work. From the ethical and moral, perhaps the biggest thing we can do to help them is to give them the best educational resources and the health care benefits while they work. But this can be obtained in exchange for cooperation. Addressing the issue of the child labor, I think the biggest reason is economic problem, which is associated with the development of the country. Child labor is most common in low-income countries because there is no good welfare countries. Children can only work for some kind of income to serve the most basic survival, so it may be for them. Work at least let them live. At the same time, cultural issues may cause more girls to be denied equal treatment. I think diversity and tolerance based on morality and ethics should be maintained. First of all, the history of different countries is different, which leads to the diversity of cultures. Years of cultural accumulation drives all people affected by this culture, so different cultures reflect different ideas and beliefs of different clients. In the face of differences, we should recognize them, accept them, and respect them. Take our own original international culture as the standard of measurement. Look at other countries' cultures and should carry out cross-cultural communication and education. It is now difficult to see the impact of outcome of moral decisions from some examples in life. In the last decade or two, the recent tide of migrant labor in rural China has been accompanied by a resurgence of child labor. A 14-year-old boy died in a factory in 2013. It is a moral decision for the factory to ignore the physical and mental health of child for the sake of cheap labor. We can apply a lecture theory like this. Albert Reynolds and Turing found in 2015. That's why child labor tends to be found in rural areas or in places with low development rates and low per capita income. This is a case of an uncle with goods. Ethic as the legitimacy of culture and consciousness guides individuals to understand the right and proper behavior. So therefore, different perceptions of ethical rules will affect individual decision making. When our perception of our rule is morally contrary, then moral decisions are also morally contrary. I couldn't agree more, Yue He said. Moral ethics do not need non-profit, do not need self-beatification and moral uplift, but to conform to the people. Conform to the premise of the people is to recognize and respect the people. When we always hold a mentality of respect for others, then we can truly respect culture, respect morality and ethics. In my shallow experience and life experiences, I see the appearance of things outside the appearance. This simulation experience gave me a new understanding of my own cognition. My experience of different culture shock is still too little. When I face moral decisions, I took some impulsive and private thoughts and do not consider them thoroughly. But I think it's a good opportunity because it gives me more time to prepare for real decisions in the future. My major is accounting, so it's highly likely that I will be engaged in financial working after graduation. Therefore, I set my professional role as accounting staff in a university cafeteria. After graduation, the problem I may face is that leaders or stockholders want to buy cheap meat and use it as hollow food, so as to gain profit from the difference. They hope to give me dividends in exchange for my ability to cook the books. First of all, it is illegal and should never be touched. Secondly, after experiencing cross-cultural experience, I have more respect for cultural differences and everyone's belief. So I would say no to that because it is not ethic. Okay, that's all my reflections. Thanks for watching.